moving on, I want to talk about PF. It's very important that you understand the PF politics, because PF was a former ruling party, and the PF, if you like, now it is no more, but it was as it is anyway on paper or historically is the biggest opposition. PF is the biggest opposition. That is why you see people are fighting over PF, because it is the biggest name. It is the biggest name. Nominally, PF is the biggest name. By name, PF is the biggest name. And this is why everybody is fighting to get PF. They are fighting to get PF. In Abashiriwa PF, they are fighting. Makebi Zulu is not PF. Makebi Zulu is not PF, is not PF, not even a bit. When did Makebi Zulu become PF? Makebi Zulu is an MMD guy. He's an MMD guy who got into PF by accident. By accident how? By accident when Sata died, Edgar Lungu comes in looking for support from Arabi. Arabi helps him to become president by giving him Eastern Province and money. And that is how Makebi Zulu was given as part of the prize. Makebi Zulu came into PF as part of the prize that was given to Arabi, because Arabi negotiated for a number of people, for a number of his people to be appointed by Edgar Lungu. Arabi negotiated with Edgar Lungu to say, for the support that I'm giving you and the connection that I'm giving you, Edgar Lungu didn't even have money. Edgar Lungu had to be taken to I don't have to mention the country now, because kaidi nomba to alifika pa diplomatic level number. To alifika pa diplomatic level. So he had to be taken to one of an African countries in the north, and he was given money. Now, in exchange, Arabi negotiated for some of these people to be appointed by Edgar Lungu. Now, if you look at that scenario, there is no situation of somebody, getting involved in the party and understanding the party. No. You come because chimuna kwati waupo mwana kashi wa tabana. Ngo waupo mwana kashi, if you marry a woman who has got children, because you have married this woman and he comes with the children, those children, yes, they will call you daddy, they will call you father, and you will say they are my children. But really, are they your children? Especially when these children come, vakulu kale. Can you really say these are my children for sure? No. So, Avena Makebi, they came in like that. They came in as a package from the marriage of convenience. It was a marriage of convenience between Edgar Lungu and Arabi. And that is how Avena Makebi Zulu waishireisa. No malangu mwaku koti, uyu Dixon Jera funde ifine mulela ndapo ifya kuma koti. Stepchildren do not inherit. They do not inherit the estate. The estate of the deceased. The stepchildren, they don't. Stepchildren do not inherit the estate of the deceased. If you are if you marry a woman who has got children, children na bawishiba likwatoko, nangu bawishiba afwa. Your children cannot compete with the stepchildren. Nawa na wakusanga munga ndawe. Takwaba. Takwaba efya ifyu. Takwaba. So, and Japusana, Makebi Zulu apusana, na I will take Munduvide for example. Makebi Zulu apusana na Munduvide. Apsana na Munduvire in the sense that Munduvire made a decision. He made a decision to become PF. Munduvire is like a person that applies. No, I want to become, he has made a decision. Makebi Zulu has never decided to be PF. He has never decided. He has always been a stepchild, one PF. No matter yo, I want to take over PF. You see, that is a scenario of Makebi Zulu. That's how Makebi Zulu found himself mu PF. Mwana waku sangamo. He's a stepchild. Wa ishina wa ishina na ali kuna no kukula. So, but they are doing all this. They are fighting for PF because PF is a big name. That is my point. The point I'm trying to make is that all these are fighting for PF. Naba kusanga mofye munganda. Na wale for PF because PF is a big party. It's a big party. The name is big. You don't, PF has no properties. PF yapsana na Bayunipi. Bayunipi, they have been fighting because of, the property that Unipi has. Unipi, I think, is still the richest political party in Zambia because of the properties that they have. But PF doesn't have properties. The only thing that they have is a name. Now, so it is important that we understand this. Where is it? Where does it belong? Where is PF belonging at the moment? I can tell you, PF at the moment, the name as it is, it belongs to that's Chavinga. As much as I hate it, I'm telling you, I will not pretend here. Me, I don't like the arrogance of Chavinga. I don't like Chavinga. I don't like the crookedness of Chavinga. I don't like it. I just don't like the guy. Really, for me, I don't like Chavinga. I don't like people. If you want me to dismiss you, that once nakumava to Wabufi, I forget it. It doesn't matter. And Yubufi is seen in different ways. I want people that respect their word. I respect my word. Once I make a commitment, I stick to that. But people who don't stick to their words, I don't like those people. I don't like those people. I just don't like it. So in Chavinga, I don't like him because I just see him as a crook. I just see him as a cantankerous. But as much as I feel all those things that I feel about Chavinga, those boys, Chavinga and Ngona, those two boys might end up possessing PF the same way Banevas Mumba took hold of MMD. Though Banevas Mumba Fiapsana, because Banevas Mumba was MMD. He was vice president, then he was president, so Fiapsana. But basically what I'm just saying is that after a long, protracted legal battles, PF might end up in the hands of Chavinga. At the end of the day, I am seeing PF ending up in the hands of Chavinga. That is what I'm seeing. Now, why do I say this? Why do I say this? I say this, if you look at the court cases that are there, at the end of the day, it might land on Chavinga. Why? Look, the main case which was going to salvage PF to at least bring it back to where it was, the case that was supposed to bring back PF to where it was, it is the case which involved Brian Munduwire and Nakachinda versus Mao Sampa. That was the main case. That was the case that was going to restore PF to where it was, because even the prayers that they brought in that case, they were that PF should be reset to where it was, where Edgar Lungu was president and those other people who were the office bearers. That was the main case. The case that was decided on the 27th. That was the main case. If only Brian Munduwire and Nakachinda had won that case, it would have helped. It would have helped. But as it is now, it was ruled that Brian Mundubile and Nakachinda failed to prove that they are the owners of PF. Okay? We need to understand the context in terms of the judgment is coming out. According to the judge, Brian Mundubile and Nakachinda, they failed to convince the court that actually PF that they were fighting for, they were the bona fide members, and they were the right people to claim back a PF. So when they failed, it means now that Mao Sampa is supposed to be president. It means that nonsense which was done at Mulungushi on 23rd October, on 24th October 2023, it means that nonsense which was done, it means that it is legitimate. It has been legitimatized. So, Mao's is supposed to be president. But Mao's, as you all know, let's face it, I'm a politician, and I know in politics there are no morals and everything. But, I want to tell the truth as it is. I want to tell the truth as it is. And upon a problem. Mao's naena nikagwalala. Mao's stop PF from sleeping lungu. Balungu bali lala, bale na walala, bale mwa wine muna nikane, mu ibex. And Mao Sampa Aiva PF. Mao Sampa stop PF from Edgar Lungu. And now, it's like somebody steals a phone from you. When somebody steals the phone from you, and then you tell your children to say, my children, go to court, go and claim back my phone. And then Mukulanda Kudia, Bafro Kulondera to convince the court to say, actually, this phone belongs to Mr. Tayali. So that phone, as much as it was stolen, you understand? Follow me very well. What happened is Mao's Aiva PF, Kuriba Aiva, Kuriba Lungu. Because Valungu, na matrix yabo, Mao Sampa Aiva. Did Aiva, instead of Valungu kuya kukoti, Valungu vatuma, Avana, Brani Mundubile, na Antoine Kani, na Nakachinda, Kavieni kukoti, go and claim back my phone. And Mukulanda, they failed to convince the court that if phone chine belongs to our father. At the end of the day, when they lose the case, it means that now, phone none in this instance, it's Mao Sampa. So phone number, PF Yashala Mino Mao Sampa. It remains in the hands of Mao Sampa. Unfortunately, Chimao Sampa nacho chari furungana. Chari senda phone chakuba nangu avena Mtwanikani. Avena Robert Chavinga na ngona. Nabo bachigonga Chimao Sampa. Robert Chavinga na ngona bachigonga. Bapusana, they differed. Kudawaile bapusana. And Kachavinga moves the first one. Kaya wakapokoloa ishiwa. Uyu muntu shana ukoshanchan kale wombana wakapokoloa ukaishi. Bapokolola ya phone. Okay, hii phone ikale kuri nomba, kuri Chavinga. So Mao Sampa is saying, okay, his convention has been legitimatized. And anyway. But that's a position. He doesn't have PF. Mao Sampa doesn't have PF. Bali munyonga, bali mukuruka. Kuli Chavinga na ngona, bali mukuruka. And ngona and Chavinga na ngona, they are in court. So bali mupera Mao's number. Mao's eukwete, eulingo kwata PF now. Unfortunately, Mao's bali mupoka kuli Chavinga na ngona. Because Chavinga na ngona, bali shiwa game walete. Bali tuwala mukoti number. Ili mukoti. And mukoti, there are two cases which makes Mao's irrelevant or anybody who claims to be PF irrelevant. There are two cases. One, it's that case which is in Kabwe. There is a case in Kabwe where Ngona is saying no one should masquerade as PF. I am the only PF. No one should masquerade. There is an injunction in Kabwe. No one should masquerade as PF. I'm the only PF. Then there is another case where Ngona is saying, no. This Mao Sampa wanted to fire me, but he has got no right to fire me. I'm the one who is supposed to fire him. Why ufa? So on the first one, Kabwe case, it blocks anyone to operate as PF. Whatever Makebi Zulu were doing, it doesn't hold any water. It's not PF. And Makebi knows deep down his heart is not PF. Whatever they did, that was not PF. But they are just using the name because the name is big. They want the name. Leroma Makebi Zulu has even appointed people. He's appointing people as what? Makebi Zulu should just be courageous and come up with a political party. Otherwise, trying to hide in PF. I mean, it's a political blunder. It's a political blunder from a political expert, as a political consultant, as a public lawyer. He's wasting time. What Mundubira has done is the best thing. And you know, I said this, and somehow, Avena Mundubira, they have moved in the right direction. If Makebi Zulu really wanted also, he should have moved in the direction of Avena Mundubira. Mundubira is much, much better. You can even see that he's formidable. Mundubira is formidable. You can see structures are coming up. He's shaping up politically. But Makebi Zulu is still wiring Nechitumbi. But there is nothing there. There is nothing there because Mao Sampa took PF from Valungu, and Valungu is already dead. And this case has already been lost. Number, Isharile Kuli, Avena Chavinga. So Avena Chavinga, in that case, no one should operate as PF. No one. Then there is this case whereby they are saying, because what happened after Valaka, Mao Sampa, na Avena Chavinga, after Valaka, you know, they had their own differences. Mao's fired them. When he fired them, they went to court. Okay? They went to court. And when they went to court, they also fired Mao's. Mao's fired them. And they also fired Mao's. And they went to court and saying, Mao Sampa has got no right to fire us. Mao Sampa has also sued to say, but even them, they have got no right to fire me. So they have fired each other. Mao Sampa fired Ngona and Chavinga. Chavinga also fires Mao's, and when Banaku court, they even go to court. And in court, they are saying, Mao Sampa has got no right to fire us. And Mao Sampa is saying, no, I've got the right to fire them. Hey, I've got the right to fire them. And they have got no right to fire me. So now, PF has remained at a point whereby it has to be decided, who do they give PF? PF. These thieves, these political thieves, these two who stop PF from Walungu, they are the ones who are remaining now, and the court has to decide who they should give. The court has to decide. Wakapela PF, niwa nani? Pali Mao Sampa na Avena Chavinga. Okay? Bonsi ni wakabwalala. Bonsa ni wakabwalala. Elo bali itamcha. Weleru la PF. PF, aveneva PF na chipwa. Na chipwa, there is no return. There is no return na chipwa. Kudi vena Makebi banani uko. Na chipwa, they will never have PF. The only thing that they can hope for is that, you know, if Mao's wins it, then they can have it back. Unless Mao Sampa wins, then maybe he can take it back to them. But you see the position that Makebi Zulu has. Makebi Zulu doesn't stand a chance, because even if Mao wins PF, you think Mao Sampa will go and give it back to Makebi Zulu? Makebi Zulu is useless. Once Makebi Zulu, you are totally lost. I'm telling you. And I'm giving you this for free. I'm telling you this for free. that you will never have PF now, never. Because where PF was supposed to be restored, you have already lost it. You will never have PF now. The fight now has remained between Mao Sampa and Chavinga. And even if Mao Sampa wins, Mao Sampa will be president of PF. And do you think Mao Sampa, who has been wanting to be PF from before Basata died, you think he can go and give it to Makebi Zulu? So all of you, for the good of you, my brothers and sisters, mwebale extra support him, Makebi, thinking that you are PF. I can tell you there is nothing PF, because really it's just not possible. Ishelefe kuli babidi fiaba nomba Maozi batatu Maozi, Chavinga, and whatever. Now, if I can weigh in a little bit on these two, we are liberty. You know, Mao Sampa's got no right to fire me. Ngona and Chavinga, they have got no right to fire me. And Mao is saying, yeah, I've got the right to fire you, but you also fired me. You also have no right to fire me. Okay? That is where it is now. Now, what happened? When Ngona and Chavinga sued Maos, they did not follow the court directives. You know, when you go to court, by this day, by this day, by this day, Avena Ngona na Antoine na Chavinga, they didn't follow those court orders. And that is where they lost the case. They did not go to trial, whereby now the judge would have allowed them to explain. London Chirishan. Iwe, why Sangreshan Ibu Secretary General? Okay. Iwe, why Sangreshan Ibu President? Okay. You know, they didn't go to trial. The case was dismissed on a technicality, in the sense that Ngona and Robert Chavinga, they did not follow the court directives. They did not comply with what the court had told them to do. I'm putting it in a language, in a simple language. They didn't follow the orders yawa judge but they didn't do it. There are those preliminaries before preliminaries, and based on that, Avena Chavinga, they lapsed. They stayed 4 months without doing what they were supposed to do. 4 months, and the judge dismissed the case. In other words, Shimona Kobat, if I can put it in another context, it's like somebody has sued you. Somebody has sued you to say, now we send the wrong cash. Okay, now we send the wrong cash. And then, court was setting a date. Ila date yaku ya kutawideko. Na imbi date tawideko. Na imbi date tawideko. 4 months tawile yaku court. Wamon. Eno nomba udio watch the so I said, but judge, I've been coming here, but the person that sued me, he has not been coming. Then the judge was like, we won't be serious. We dismiss the case. We dismiss the case. But you have not discussed the issue. You have not discussed it. So the case was dismissed on that. And it is on appeal on that. Sorry, Judge, we didn't come to court because we were attending to this, because whatever. They are putting up issues. They are basically asking the court to say, please, can you hear the matter? Don't dismiss it. And that is the appeal. Now, it is in the court of appeal. And what I see a situation where the court will allow the case to go back to trial. I see a situation where the court will say, okay, I think go back to trial. This is the case. This is what I see. If the court rules to say, the case is already dismissed, the case is dismissed. If they rule that at the appeals court, in the Supreme Court, if that will be the end, then Maos remains the president. But I don't think they will allow, the court will allow will allow Mao Zampa to take over, to hold PF. I don't think so. I don't think so. I see a situation where at the end of the day, the case will be sent back for trial. I see that case. I see that situation. And that, I'm sure it will take a long time. First of all, just the court of appeal where they are, it will take quite some time. It will take quite some time, I can assure you. We will end this year, but it's to discuss per court of appeal, but it's to discuss per court of appeal. They will weigh down Mao's. They will weigh down Mao's. Mao's akanaka. Meanwhile, you know, because so they will weigh down Mao's. Akasuka akanake. Mao's will eventually get tired and leave it. He will eventually get tired and just leave it. And Ngona and whatever, they will remain. They will remain. A situation of, if you actually kuri MMD, kuri Barnabas Mumba, of course I'm making an emphasis that Barnabas Mumba was MMD, but he was MMD and he was whatever, but Avena Ngona niwaka bwalala, Ngona na Chavinga niwaka bwalala, Mao's nika bwalala. So if you have some Barnabas Mumba, but I see the same situation that at the end of the day, Ngona and Chavinga will have PF. Looking at everything, considering everything beyond what you can see, Ngona and Chavinga will end up having PF. Much as I don't like it, like I'm telling you, I will not pretend. In a Chavinga and Antoine Kanen, Ngona and Shamishwa, so I cannot talk about it. But Chavinga and Keshwa is just a useless guy. Uko, I mean, for me, some of these people, even for I want to principle. Yes, now let's have politics. But Chavinga is just a careless guy. He's just a careless guy. Remember, I mean, that video, yeah, she have my Dorini. I mean, just cantankerous. Anyway, niche from politics, yeah, but really, he's just a useless guy. But at the end of the day, I see those guys having PF because the case did not go for trial, and I don't think the final judgment will be like, no, the case was dismissed. No. I see a situation whereby they will say, go back to trial. And going for trial, it will take some time to 2028. 2028, Vamao Sampanishi, never pena no pena, because Vamao's, you know, Vamao's by the time Kesikala finish Vamao's vadi pena. Vamao's. Ila konyagi bachai tabaka sharemu mulenge matu Mao's baka survive 3 years bali pali konyagi bakanaka you will be out, he will be weighed out of this case, and so those two guys will remain. But even if let's just imagine that, okay, I could have Mao's. But Mao Zampa, you think Makatwala Makebizomba is a number? Here we are. I've gotten the papers for PF. You think they will do that? Mao Zampa can never do that. So our man can never support the Makebizulu. Sarenia Mano, because am I elections? Now Africa, my elections. And the Makebizulu. Teva politician is far from being a politician. Far from being a politician. He was begging for the police, you know, to arrest him like Mundi. So now akwate koma points. But now you know, and people wanted to blow that. Makebi Zulu was thinking that he was going to have a Mundubile situation whereby I want chan, but nothing. I want to tell you, I want to reiterate this point, that once a former politician ngature pitapa airport, we are subjected to extra scrutiny. Once a former politicians, those who are making sense, those who have got a little bit of whatever, we are subjected to extra scrutiny. And Makebi is one of those people that attracts that kind of attention. Not because of Makebi. Makebi Zulu is a failure politically. He's a failure politically, big time. Makebi Zulu is only significant because of Ichitumbi. That's all. That's all. That's all. Because of Ichitumbi. Some of you like to say, why do you like to talk about Makebi Zulu? Hey, you feel jealous. No. Makebi Zulu is not anywhere near my level. Never. Come any day, any time, Makebi Zulu can never be anywhere near my standard politically. Mwana wakutarifye okofyo ukutarifye kanya to me Makebi Zulu. Kanya kaku pipande wamia. Makebi Zulu is very far politically. He's a useless guy. He's a failure. He's a failure guy. I mean, he was kutiba mperabu minister. Naba minister Eastern Province MP. Iwe. Nafuma pofye. Nafuma pofye. Chirufa Tayali minister. Chirufa Tayali member of parliament. So Makebi Zulu, nothing but, and yet tabakwata neshina iliabo awe tabakwata shina ba Makebi Zulu. Tabakwata shina ma politics ba. Muchiwe matura ndati. Ululumbi lupele shina. Lupele shina. Ba Makebi Zulu tabakwata shina because tabakwata ululumbi. Tabakwata ululumbi. Nadukwata ululumbi. That's why you call me whatever names that you call me, because ululumbi lupele shina. Ululumbi lupele shina. Ba Makebi Zulu pali forward. Chitumbi, and the only name that he can have this ya bumalukula. Echombetra bumalukula, because that is the only name. Ululumbi lwa Makebi Chitumbi. And the only name that he can have, the only name that he can have is that which is related to what is known for. Makebi Zulu is known because of the corpse of Yabalungu. That's why I call him Malukula. Other than that, Makebi Zulu is nothing. And so that's why I'm saying that Ngabali Kwata, if he was if he was at least a little bit politically astute, he would have read these things I'm talking about. He would have read that he doesn't have a political party. He doesn't have a PF. He doesn't have. He should have created a structure where he can be called president. You don't create yourself a president in a vacuum. I mean, how absurd is that? How foolish is that? How do you create yourself a president in a vacuum? I didn't create myself a president in a vacuum. I had to form a political party. Whether they are members or not, but there is a political party. You can say whatever you want. You can say whatever. Oh, Tayali, what's National Party? The fact is, there is a party. There is a party, Economic and Equity Party. You don't go and create yourself a president in a vacuum. You are a president for who? Which organization? Which organization? So Makebi Zulu is useless. Now one say, that's why if you see Makebi Zulu, he's surrounded by the failures. The failures Yabalungu, but everyone see Malungu, he surrounded himself with people that failed. Amena Musukwa. How can you lose? You are mines minister. Mines minister. Kasaka kandarama ni wole controller. And you go and lose an election. You go and lose an election. And these are the guys that were Makebi Zulu. Veka 2 failures. By Minapa Airport. The police wanted to whatever. Nonsense, Makebi Zulu. They didn't stop you. What you went through is a routine check for a politician. Any politician go lepita kulea kwa airport. Ufile waya wangu. Go early. Go early. Ngabaye 2 hours before time. He was a politician who is in opposition. Go 3 hours earlier. So that whatever issues, they can be checked. And that is what happened to Makebi Zulu. So don't fall for the nonsense that, Makebi Zulu briefly detained at the airport. Not a pan never got detained. Tapali. They were just going through the usual routine check which applies to all politically exposed persons. And it doesn't only happen in Zambia, it happens everywhere. It happens everywhere. So, Makebi Zulu is a president of Panda Pache. Oh, Panda Pache. He is nowhere. He's nowhere. He's a president for nothing. Mao Samba, even if he wins, he cannot give Makebi Zulu. He would be a fool. But like I'm saying, since the fight is now between between Ngona and the Chavinga, na Antwanikani, na Maos, I can tell you that I don't see it going to Maos. I don't see it going to Maos. It's likely ikashala kuli aba babiri aba, and whatever babiri baje ekaliro bakwete Chavinga na Ngona akaliro bakwete ni PF tetibalekeko. And politically, whoever is benefiting out of this, they are also keeping them for that. If you understand me, Kalangwe Jakonde Wonfia. Politically, ma Antoine Kane, Ngona na Chavinga, akaliro wakwete ni filefine fima paper. Chapwa, ema ekaliro wakwete. They are useful in that aspect. And whoever is using them is benefiting them. You know, no matter how useless Chavinga is useful at this point in time. I mean, Chavinga is not a guy that anybody would want to wait to trust and whatever. No. But he's being useful at least for this. And so, you think that everything considered, all the politics, Minga to Shama politics, Minga to Shama politics, Chavinga, no. Chavinga will be kept there. He will be kept there. Wow, whatever. Mao Sampa, akapena akafumeko. Efo ilifi data. So ababa Makebi, tapadi ichabo. Mwewa le support na Makebi. Sareni ya mano. Uyuntu ankane, Brian on the other hand, he did well because Brian, there is a structure. He's called president. He's president of Tonse. You see, there is a structure. There might be their own issues there, but at least he's a president of Tonse. Makebi is a president of what? Njeveni. He's a president of what? Meanwhile, electoral calendar. Ama elections were very technical. Mwewa sawaile, no, haka inde ichile male. You know, even some of these you young people, you are so confident. You are so confident. I see the arrogance in some of you. You are so arrogant. So arrogant. I'm telling you. Ero wamo mureshuka bepantu ngandemi yamo nomba. Ndemi leka kofi. You are so arrogant. I mean, these people who are coming up, young people. I don't know you young people. You think that, you know, being young is a trade. Being young is a trade which you can take anywhere and it can give you something. Because you are young, when you come into politics, you think you can be arrogant too. And think that you get it. I'm telling you. Nadira njena pada temu salula tumwana ekalisherio anya. Mwewa mo mukekalisherio mukanya. Iyo ama elections ya kesa. Panda ama elections ya reisa. Ero mukesa shinikisho kwa ama politics te yako angalilako. Ama politics te yako angalilako. Mwina mwana kwa tuwalipuala na fwewa. You know, we don't compete in elections. Tayali, but you never even contest as president. Kumona game of idea. Wamona game. Filo waishba game. Hii game. Hii ashani. Na ngumweba lesa wede. Yo, mundu bide. Umbiacha mtumina ka video nombali napa. Acha mtumina ka video. Katishwa mundu bide ko wachioko. Chachinya. Shani wapona. Mundu bide. What? Mundu bide is my friend. I will repeat that. And no one will take away that from Mundu bide. Mundu bide stood for me in a critical time, and I will go to my grave appreciating Mundubile for what he did when I needed him. I will forever, but I will not pretend I will not pretend to say, nawe pantu munandi, awa Mundubile has it. Mundubile doesn't have it. He doesn't have it. Far from it. Far from it. Far from it. Far from it. Ama elections na tuamba kale. So, naturalo le shapalina nikane. I calendar. Mwewale minina. Go pa ECZ. Download this electro schedule. Download this electro schedule. Read it. It's very important. Read this. Epa ya my elections yapa. Epa ref mabu kateka. Epa ref mabu MP. It is this process. These dates here. They are very important, and this is free consultants. But Beverly, whatever, you are consultant. You are consultant. Much take over Beverly, you are consultant. Much download. Much download it. Much download. Much download. Ama nanikane. The register. Go and download the register. Go and download the Electoral Process Amendment Act. Go and download that. You need to kusaba ila fama elections. How my elections? Are we? Are they winner? Are they winner? I'm telling you, this is what will make you president. This. Understand this. Understand this. Otherwise, tapali chenu. Tapali chenu. As we are talking, you know, ama election there and the court. Na yamba kale 15th April. Yeah. 15th April. Na mwana lelon yapwa match na ipwa. 15th April, there will be payment of nomination fees for pre-processing for presidential elections. 15th April. Nga mnefo kuiminina wu president. Nga mnefo kuiminina wu president. Mwebale fo kuiminina wu president. Whilst you are still pulling each other, looking for a political party to stand. 15 days between now, you should file in payment. You should pay nomination fees for pre-processing. Remember, when you want to contest as president, you must have 10 from, it starts with the provinces. You must have 10 registered voters endorsing you in the 10 provinces. 100 in Eastern, 100 in Western, Northwestern. You must have 100. Pamo won't say 1,000. That is the pre-processing. So, ukutampa pa 15. Presidential nominations will start. Starting 15th of April. And this process will run from 15th April to 29th April. From 15th April to 29th April. I am very sure that most of these candidates, I'm very sure they don't know that. I'm very sure they don't know that, because if they are really serious, this is not the time that they will be flying out, going to South Africa. If really they know what they are doing, this is not a time when you should be running out of the country, you know, trying to make headlines per airport. Oh, this is not a time, because 15 days between now, you must file in your nominations, you know, for pre-processing. Pre-processing, meaning, muma provinces, but 100, you must be able to organize them. You must be able to organize them. So, na yamba kale. This is a very important person. Then, pre-processing of the 1,000 number, but after the payment should be done between 15th April and 29th April. Then we will go 6th May. Nish number 1,000, they must start going. to the centers, to the district headquarters where they will be endorsing you. Ikatampe yonishi atampa pa 6th May. 6th May. Nishi atampa ngachaku pita papeni. If you don't pay the nomination fees, if you don't pay, iwe nishi chaku pita already. If you don't have those 100 muma provinces, if you don't have them, nishi chaku pita already. Ama elections na yamba kale, na yamba. It has started. It has started at this point in time. Parliament is dissolved per 15. Where is that date? Where is that date? 15th. Parliament dissolution, 15th May. 15th May. Nishvachta dissolve Parliament. Nishvachta dissolve Parliament. And the Parliament by now, it is as good as dissolved. Parliament is as good as dissolved. Even if a candidate, an MP, defects at the moment, we will not have by-elections. And a number of them, they have defected to UPND. A number of them. I told you the other day. The other day they were meeting. We had about 22 MPs. 22 MPs. They were meeting with Haka in the Ichilem. 22 MPs. They were meeting with Haka in the Ichilem. They are not defecting now because they want to make sure that ka package kawo epokali, because ngawachita defect apa, you can confuse issue ama gratuity chabana shan. That's why they are not defecting. But a number of them have moved to UPND. They have moved to UPND. And Mwewa that no, UPND is going, UPND is going. When UPND is going, you should be seeing people from UPND going to another political party. You should be seeing that. When the party is going, abantu balambo kufuma mu party, mu ruling party, they start going to another party. At the moment, tell me, who is defecting from MMD going to the opposition? Not even Gary Nkombo. Oh, mwalewa, Gary Nkombo, even Gary Nkombo. Umuinali postari ilandira. I am pledging allegiance to the president and the UPND. Umuine Gary Nkombo. If Gary Nkombo is not defecting, if you are not a minister, balaba former minister for health, the former minister for health, the dancer, a health mission and therefore shina. Achan balawam dalawali. Bamuchima, yes, Bamuchima. If Bamuchima is not defecting, then who is going to defect? Who is going to defect? Because we should be seeing people defecting from UPND going the other side. Who is going to defect? Who? Abantu. Electoral register, 7 million voters. 7 million voters. 7 million voters. 7 million voters. These are the people who are going to vote. 7 million voters. And the 7 million voters are who? Now we show 7 million for people. 7 million. Now we show 7 million for people. Can you imagine what 7 million looks like? Ichibansa chidanga chaisula. Independence Stadium Ngachaisura. It's only 65,000 people. It's not even 100,000 people. And yet, if a politician would have people there, mundubirengari ile kuli aisusha. Ichi mwanse chidia. Kuti mwamu mundubirena kwa tawantu. Mundubirena kwa tawantu. There will only be 65,000. Ichi mwanse chidia. Ngachaisura. Fila chisula. It is not even 100,000 people in there. It's not even 100,000 people in there. It's not. Mundubiri to amwina wantu maido. Nishaide kunankane kwesi kunankane kudeki. Didn't you see a lot of people? People are sending me a video. Mundubiri. How many people were there? I've given you an example of Ichibansa Independence Stadium. Independence Stadium, the capacity is 65,000. I stand to be corrected. But nonetheless, it's less than 100,000. So anytime you see so many people there, they're not even 100,000. Now, if you compare the people that pitch up to watch a football match, abantu basangwa kuja bengi, and yet we're not even talking more than 100,000. So compare to the small crowds that you are pulling, to the small crowds which is creating in your mind to say, ale winner, ale winner. You are far from it. Far from it. Far from it. Hey, anyway, I will talk about other issues. I think for today, the only things that I wanted to draw your attention to is that come 15th April, 15 days from now, those presidential candidates must pay their nominations for the pre-processing. The pre-processing will start on 6th May. I don't want to miss on the date so that I don't mislead. Yeah, 6th May, the pre-processing will start. Parliament is dissolving on 15th May. 15th May, Parliament would have dissolved. At the moment, we are seeing people moving towards UPND and not otherwise. So with that, how do you see? How do you think that Hakainde Hichilema will lose this election? How? I'll talk about, somebody is talking about, no, Hakainde Hichilema is not legible. Is not legible. By chair, by consultant. Hakainde Hichilema is not legible. Who tells you? Who told you that is not legible? How are you even bringing in issues of legibility? Eligibility, how? Do you even understand the Constitution? Ukuwa consultant kuberenga. Read the Constitution. What does the Constitution say? What does the Constitution say? How can Hakainde Hichilema? How can you even talk about issues of eligibility kuri Hakainde Hichilema? How? Where are you? What is even the relevance of the convention? UPND, if they so wish, they could even skip that convention. If they so wish, they could skip the convention. It is just that, Hakainde Hichilema is being democratic. And they have been doing this for some time now. They have been going on. Just that, they told us, no, don't talk about it, don't talk about it. But it has been going on. And then, no. Hey, there are people who are going to contest against Hakainde Hichilema. Who can contest against Hakainde Hichilema? Who can challenge Hakainde Hichilema today in UPND? Who can do that? Who can do that? Yeah, they can do it just to show off, just to show off, just to show democracy. They can do it, but otherwise, it's a no-brainer, guys. Let us not waste our time. Hakainde Hichilema is UPND president, and he's a Republican president, and he's going to be the Republican president until the time of elections, and he's going to be the president-elect, and he's going to continue. I'm not going to say he's going to continue until 2031. If you're so namweva savaida, trying to position Jito 2031, fiawu puba. 5 years ikulu sana. Lekenya Hakainde Hichilema kabwede. And let's focus on working. Not if you are to focus at Hakainde Hichilema kafumapo. Hakainde Hichilema kafumapo. That is jumping the gun. That is jumping the gun. If you are that, watoloke misu waanya ntamumafi. If you are to tempo kulanda by 2031, within the presidency, because we are supporting Hakainde Hichilema, and we all have presidential ambitions. Even me, I've got presidential ambitions. So if you start coming up, after 2031, Nishino Olympica pesa. Panta will start fighting you. Number to tampo kuluwa panopene before tatula bombe nchito, before Hakainde Hichilema talapwishe nchito yanko. Iwa ambo kulanda by 2031. Efo nsaba inda bweba saba ile fya kwa jito fya upuwa. It's nonsensical. It's not that I have anything against Jito, no. But it is just a wrong time, and ekuwa overzealous, ewa iche win, not knowing when to jump. Not knowing when to jump. At the moment, focusing nyaka in the ichilema. Once if it's not that I don't want. It's not that I don't want to campaign for myself. No, I would want to campaign for myself. But at the moment, the main man is aka in the ichilema. So there is no way I can be support aka in the ichilema. Meanwhile, away. For now, you bury those ambitions. You bury them. You bury them. You push this guy. You cannot be talking about you aka in the ichilema ngafumapo. Akafumapo lidadi. Akafumapo lidis. It's not about your 2031. It's about deliverables. It's about deliverables. It's about deliverables. And what we should focus on is pushing aka in the HDM, helping aka in the HDM. Filipo. Anyway, naranda sana. Kutimambo kutumama phone. Kutimambo kutumama phone number. Turande kofimbi. Yeah. Makebi. Precious, tuma ulande kupali Makebi. He's a president in vacuum. Yeah. Hey. He's a president in vacuum. He's a void president. He's a void president. He's appointing people. Appointing people to what? Appointing people to what? Nganiwa politician by now they should be getting a political party. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, Mona.
This is Mangan again.
Yes, Mr. Mangan.
I want to talk about opposition earthquake at this point in time. When you look at this guy, Makebe Guru, Nangudi Arero Shapakame, Langvarem, I think not only Makebe Zuru, but most of the opposition. She monapoka confidence guys have. I don't know why. If you don't believe in good opposition, we so admit that don't understand. Because in the name of Russia, Mama people who I mean upon transport camera. We want to come and very doubt no confidence. So I can you to be more in the film to speak. I don't know. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hey, tapadi hapa. That's why, yeah. Hello? I'm trying to get my.
I've been following you for a long time. You speak according to what you understand Zambian politics. But the problem now is that you talk so much positive on the president that is there, you see. You don't talk about the problem that Zambians are suffering. I don't think, Zambians right now, is putting everything in place. We appreciate that. But my main concern is our opposition, our Paravena Munduire, Avena Zulu. Those guys are not united. They fight all the time. They can't stand Akainde Islamites because everyone wants to be the president. But PF one. UPND might have some internal issues, but losing this one, no way. They can't lose it. So when I'm on the way, they'll try by all means, but I doubt. Adikarava, those guys, Adikarava doesn't even have a member of parliament. And he's talking of being a president. So defeating UPND will take time. That's the only thing that I can say right now.
Yeah. Now you see, you are saying you don't talk about the suffering of the people. The suffering of the people, the solution is in Aka in the HDM. The solution to the problems that we are facing, the solution at the moment, my brother, is Aka in the HDM. That's the solution. And that's why, and we are in the time of campaign. I have to campaign for Aka in the HDM. I have to make sure Aka in the HDM. 37 million paja. Therefore, Aka in the HDM, you know, 96% of the turnout voters. Hello? Yes, precious. Precious, my precious.
Hi.
Hey, I'm good.
I'm not laughing. You are busy shouting at my president and you want me to be happy.
President one waja. Niwa president wa chipani bwa? Bazayimirira pati. Bazayimirira pati.
How? Let me tell you, Mr. Tayali. Even if the president he keeps on praying Mingalato, he's wasting his time. That one he will go to prison. That's why the chair said he is not eligible. His throw is not eligible. Can't you see he's trying to destroy democracy? He's trying to destroy democracy. Why is he scared of patriotic France? If Malumbi was like him, do you think he was going to be a president? He used to lie at no, Edgar Lungu is a dictator. Now, who is a dictator? Is it not him? How can he recognize Wachawing as the president of Patriotic Front or the Mausam? So the Mausam, if he's going to remain a president, no one is going to follow him. Us will follow where Bamakebizu will be. Wherever Amakebi will go, that's where we'll follow. We cannot follow Mausamba, we cannot follow Chavinga, we cannot follow Brand Mundubire. You mentioned about Brand Mundubire. But Brand Mundubire is the FDD. Even if he was in Patriotic Front, we were not going to follow him because the act will respect the ECL's wishes. ECL's wishes means well. ECL's wishes is going to expose the truth about the president because he was busy lying against Larungu. Hey, you want to bring cyber so that they can hide into criminality. Hey, you want to bring butane. Butane is evil. Butane is one part state, but now it's him. He brought Bu7. The same Bu7 that is butane. So now who is evil between the president and the Edgar Lungu? The Edgar Lungu gave chance to him. He contested in 2021. And how can he even say that Edgar Lungu is not eligible? He was eligible in 2021. Why should we fail to be eligible 2026? You finish? So here he thinks like this game is playing. He thinks like they are just embarrassing themselves because they are living a very bad history. And this history, even those who are not born, they are going to find this history. They will be saying there was this president by the name of Mr. Hakainde Hichilema. He tried to destroy democracy, but he failed. And he's going to fail. Mark this day if you think like I'm lying. Whatever we are doing right now, international criminal, that's why we have International Criminal Court of Law, who are going to deal with those leaders.
Precious sikiliza na iwe. Precious finish kaidi na iwe. In conclusion. In conclusion.
For you are playing a losing battle. You are playing a losing battle. If I were you, it's better live a good history than living a bad history. What you are doing there, you are also living a bad history. I don't know who is going to vote for you. Because even me, even if I know you, I'm not going to vote for you, Mr. Tayali. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much, Precious. Thank you. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, please.
Batayali muletu mfa?
Sana bwino femule umfuika bwino.
Batayali first of all, ndefa fefe before share and ndefa fe mitasheko cause muri ba mutima wacu kuku you are very accommodative. Cause you precious to you if you me kare twice arakwechi, but I thank you because you have a very lenient heart na mkonka niyo kwesini. Mukateka mwako hata leadership style. It shows that no longer you'll be very accommodative to listen to everybody else. So that's one thing that I would really, really love to appreciate you for. But my question that I have for you is that politicians, realistically, they know that 2026, they will probably not even get anything as much as they would like to try. Realistically. Marching to pay a but realistically, they know that there's no chance. Is it because that they would like to take advantage of donors that they would like to help them in their campaign processes or anything? But I won't say opposition. Is this the thing that they constantly bank on so that they can collect as much beneficial aspects from them being in opposition, even when they know they won't make it into office? Is it because of their selfishness that they just want to milk whatsoever that they can get through from the donor fans, or what's the situation? Ndifa ferimbi mwe wako politically exposed mwenga strongulako iyi motivation yo ba opposition bakwata noro beshi batapali chawo. Thank you very much. Mr.
Yeah, so just hold on, stay on the line, just for me to explain, because if you cut, I'll pick another call. You know what I mean, and I will not be able to respond.
Sure, I will do that.
Yeah. So basically, for me, there are maybe 3 aspects that you would allude to. Number 1, I'm politics. Yeah, quite chamba. Politics. They are quite toxic. Politics. They're quite toxic. Sometimes, you know, you start feeling when everybody, you start feeling big. You know, and if you don't freak up, you don't freak up. You know, if you don't freak up. And this is why you see some of these people. But I say, Mumbere rekoru se tekowachi whenever Mumba is just full, you know, because Nadiva Temwa whenever Mumba. And I've been following from the time that I was young. You know, whenever Mumba, for example, you know, Zambia shall be saved. You know? You know? But Chaisa Vikatama politics. Yabakola, kwati chamba. You know? I can be president. Then kwa sasa kuliko na bambia hapa abantu banani basangwa nabo bamona kwati bapanga sana ishina na beshirikwa chabakola. I can be president, you know. Kuisa kuli Makebi Zulu, we know you Makebi Zulu, you see. And you know, now chamukola. So our politics sometimes yekata kwati ni chipumputu yaisa wikata vimpum. You know, and you start thinking that you're looking at now kwata support. Wala imona bantu but now kwata support. But been well. Bantu balanda parliament balanda. Bantu bale balumba. Namu kwata support. Ero na bantu bala tumfia.
Ero la wele nika bundo uyanda. Na mawani wa kuyanga alera ula mwene samu mkamba. Ero
abantu bala tumfia. When you go to people, they tell you, abantu never kutemwa. You know? So, number one, there is this illusion that overwhelms politicians. Then number 2, of course, others, you know, it's a process. When I contest, at least people will know me. Okay? I'm in a Sean Tembo. Ganai meaning at least people will know me, Shani, and eventually I might be. Okay? Then thirdly, of course, there are those that have got sponsors, that do have got friends. One of those people is Mao Sampa himself. Mao Sampa, when he was deputy minister, finance, he made very good connections. Mao Sampa's got very good connections. Of course, he was in the banking sector, so he knew a lot of business people. And when he became minister, you know, especially to finance, he had a lot of, and so these people, Mao Sampa said, I mean, I've got a lot of, you know, rich friends who can give me money and whatever. And up to now, there are some people that give Mao money. That's why you see him flying around. South Africa, so and the others like Kambiaka ate Amudoro. Na kena karia kari kwata inakeshwo you come on pakutu apanga kwa maafu. But really, and I know I've got money, taka kwa torupia, but you know they want to make money out of it. So it involves a number of factors. But there are very few people that are realistic, and there are very people that moderate their ambitions. You know, a lot of them, they jump a gun. They jump a gun. I just wanted to take advantage of your question to explain that some of these people really, you know, it's about sometimes it's about like bananka at kakalava. Kakalava kala imona namona. Nefu kalanda kaba fio mumwela kanye kwati nkashimwe kakala wakati nkashimwe you know at mwanamona at you will see they are just waiting for the parliament to dissolve. Kakalawa, you were saying they are just waiting for parliament to dissolve. Kalawa I want you to show us who is going to jump from UPND coming to your party after parliament is dissolved. Because anyway, I think I've taken advantage of your question to speak to people about this.
I promise to be very short. Mwalanda buno inena abakana doko na akulira. So ichamba chali ba very legal. People smoke here recreationally. So example mwalete ya shamba ya insulomo makes sense because
thank you, my brother. Let me take other calls. Thank you. Thank you. Hello.
Thank you.
Hello. Hello.
Peace Sunday.
Hello.
Happy Sunday, Mr. Chilufia.
Indeed, happy Palm Sunday.
Are you Chilufia Tayali or you are Tayali Chilufia?
Hosanna, today is Palm Sunday.
This is Sarah.
Okay.
So I just want to make a comment and say what you're saying is true about Yama politics. I'm going to say that Chirongani knows Zambia will be saved that in Kava saved in the MMD.
Yarikawa.
Because Valesa Wakuna and South Africa. Valerisha, Ukuleta, Kuleta, Kushika, Queen, Bamana, Joe, and Valanda Posana, Nara president. To our papa.
Yeah.
Samakebi. You know? So, but I'm just following what you're saying is true. Because right now, it's so sad. I know that I can support HH, but it's just sad that we don't have somebody that is showing strength and, the zeal and, having a political party, an opposition party that can stand against Misaka in the HLM. It's very, very sad.
Thank you. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, good evening.
Hello?
Hello?
Evening, Tayali. Empire, Tayali. Empire. Nataka fena ine ish amashina ndine wo Davis changu. Nataka fena ine mpose ndande in fact ni mpusa live nani kane nataka pina nataka ntitambe nsamba ni mpusa. So na isanga sekuma live ili abantu bale posa. Natina ine mpose. Bali aba ikasirire kuri PF oyo bamwena ko bati PF naitwa na bekatita bena bakumba ko nisi radio ifotre yako ile barando ko bati tunshwa mpampamina bamushikire mu mukiringi PF yali kwa aba PF wale import ba PF basaranga nefi bafaye ko Espanya mu bala yingira bambo kutako film bambo kutunga 2031 na 2036 Pantu 23 no ye na ya takale chali we tapaje for benga London and what station tapali just imagine if into for 3 wing ro abantu balera ndati yo tabomba yo insala concept yoko ya batu alishi batakwa wonga kwilika insala concept yoko ya insala munda kula kwene kwa America kule yoko baba abantu bali chula balera ndati bali kuli insala but bandale kumbuka kwa America kula kwene mkuya ikala.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
Hello?
Hello? Hello?
Hello, Mr. Tayali.
Yes, sir.
Mwawomba shani.
Bueno, Femkwae.
Tayali, respect going to you. You precious, you. Ma ule vya mpifu ya mwila waposa kuna manu.
Awe na imwe mwila bati ma ule kanonga wadili hapo. Takabo kucho mwana kasati ule otawali hapo. Umwana kasati otawali hapo atili ule. Awe na imwe mwila mwitati ule.
Watari.
Awe not kumwitati ule. Awe. Okay, move on. Not kumwitati ule. I don't think that is good. Please come on.
Okay. I move on. I move on. But the issue is, Watari ngamaleta page. Page is very important. Olo, even wakateka trawachita tag on your program. So uyu muntu uyu ngalesa pali mwezi posrenshita ukula mumfu afyofualelanda. It hates us. It's better kansi ngamule
Umfweni nomba.
Tuleko kumwitoko tulefu ama different ways.
Awe, umfweni nomba.
I am the people. You are talking.
Okay, umfweni wa mdala. Mwadisho, ama politics, efena kufesti nga mwachivuvu na chilanda. Ama politics, you don't have to be emotional. Nga mwaba emotional, file tukalipa. You will not do well in politics. Ama politics, uyalande fi arefwa. So na imunga mwatuma, na imukuna ndofu mrefwa. Pressure singatuma, alande fi arefwa. Na imukuna ndofu mrefwa. So say what you want. If you are supporting Aka in the Ichilema, say it. I'm supporting Aka in the Ichilema. What?
Daddy. Akainde Ichilema, we're not supporting Akainde Ichilema, but we are supporting what the European government is doing is us Zambians who puts the Akainde Ichilema on power, not the individual or Akainde himself. It's us Zambians, 2 million people. Eba mvotere, batakaindela mweneka kwa chitaishwa kwa konga pa government. So isas, oko chile tukalipila, because kwa tuwali mvotera, ukufunya kwe mpupu, isha palangalena pressure sabuweni. Mwamonaka. And then, here pressure coming, start attacking you. Nifo chile kalipa. Mwamonaka.
Okay.
If we are not politicians or cadres, we work. Me like I'm speaking now, I'm in Sweden. I'm talking to you. I'm in Sweden now. The pressure social support, pressure social I'm in Sweden, but I'm not happy. Let's attack you. Ureta information pa online. Ilepera Amazambian opportunities. It's us Zambian. So your pressure nga papejelu era isapo. Ngale isapo. Meaning if we don't back, what else we're going to conga profit? We're going to what's going on, but we're going to profit China.
Okay, bossy. Okay, bossy, thank you.
You understand?
Thank you, bossy. Okay, bossy. Bossy, thank you. Yarikawa. Politics, TEYABANA. Hello?
Hey, Mr. President, how are you?
Fine, thank you.
I'm calling you from Karurushi, Mr. President.
Okay, how is Karurushi?
Karurushi is okay. Though this place, there's no development.
No,
our development, Karurushi, boss one day.
It will come.
I came from Lusaka. Actually, I'm a material resident. I've been in Karurushi for a year now. No development this place.
Anyway, talk say your point.
So, Mr. Tayali, I want to get off the headlines, what you're discussing today. I've got a concern. I know if I bring it before your attention, I know you can talk about this. Boss Wandi, the way the arrests were done in Kisasa regarding that mob justice issue, those people were arrested. Mr. Tayali, speak for those people. Most of the people that were arrested at that place, they are innocent people. You know what the police were doing? They were opening door by door, arresting everyone in the house. Very unprofessional the way they did it. Me, I was there for work. I was lodging somewhere. The lodge where I was at, everyone was arrested. In Napurumuka, because now I confronted the officers, Namukamba Chinyanja and stuff. Then they were like, no, this guy doesn't look like he's from here. But a lot of people that were arrested, that's 200 and whatever number that they're talking about. Trust me, most of those people are innocent people.
No,
so
thank
please,
you.
When you find time.
Thank you. I'll see about that. Hello?
Hello, what are you doing?
I'm quite Mwabombe.
I hope we know.
How in February no?
Let's pour out there feelings. How emotion. ayama kwata influence inende wafikulanda kukira. But ama politics can also be done actually vindictive there kushtabili to abantu bambi ad hominem and the character assassination. There's no need to do that. There's the Lord Kurilo no lunching for Catholic. Achinga mladeno Eucharist that Eucharist here. Echidio cheso. Spiritual unity and nourishment of the spirit. It's also important to help people come together, regardless of a political, religious affiliation or views, because we have influence. If I could believe to other maybe politicians or aspiring leaders, there's no need. Quite a highlight of the advantages of leadership qualities that will be beneficial to the nation of the person you are supporting.
So, before Tamlaya, very good, I'm a politics. There is an ideal, way of doing politics and how whatever. Most of us, we have these ideal practices on how politics should be done. We have, especially those who are not in politics. But when you get into politics, it is another field. If you're cover politics. Cover. So yomlela ndeyo na mchefe na kalishi wifi ya shan. Yeah. Ama politics yali cover. Concept ama politics yali cover. Politics just another issue, and there is a serious conflict. I mean, I will tell you many times myself as a Christian. There are many times when I think to say, oh, but God, I mean, what about this? What about this? But unfortunately, we are watching boxing. That's why I always bring analogy of boxing. A boxer, if you look from the biblical point of view, inflicting pain on another person is bad. But that is the game. When you go into the ring, you have to throw the best punches you can. Exert all your energy to make the guy fall down. That is the game. And them a politics say for yava. Songa mwangoto that shimwe. Malukula. Ma politics say for yava. Imwete timite shimwe. Imwete timite malukula. Awe. You are innocent, but my fellow politicians, nangu precious. Them start protect. But fellow politicians, yadi cover politics.
On that point, what's the point of the in the grand scheme of things, what's the end goal of politics? It's to try to serve people, or it's try to just ego, or a macho man you can fight, or ni legacy, or posterity.
Buana, let me tell you, the end goal is very different from one person to the other. The end goal is different. And again, there you can think to say, I have the best ideas, and you can spend a lot of time talking about the good ideas and what it should be and whatever. But at the end of the day, politics, TEYABANA, that's all I can say, my brother.
It's true, I agree. But until mindset we will remain a third world country.
Listen, as long as we are as long as we are on this earth, this imperfect world, politics will always be the same. Even if you go in the history of humankind, I mean, Plato, you are speaking as a Catholic, somebody who is whatever. Go in the human history. Wherever politics has been, I mean, so until Mulelanda, that until only come when this earth will no longer be there. As long as we are in this whatever, politics will always be the same. They have always been like that from time immemorial.
People like you, patriotic deep down, time we got opportunity to lead. I don't know what to handle confliction between leading na legacy. We don't live forever. I hope one day I will have a better responsibility to lead them through politics.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, yes.
Mr. President, Tayali Mawombe.
I am Kama Wombe.
I'm quite a tutela sana. I'm quite. Ine working queen.
Yes, Kimfred.
Yes. When bafia street tutela pari program really tapa muna wasai umfika bunwandi. The good thing kwa tinga mwaranda wale umfwa wantu andi nenchitosh moshirevo mwa in action. Kuromba kwa njukunono since tulimba election umuturea. Tulandireniko pabonga ifowa economy mover wa truck driver wana mte Kenya. Waipai sana Congo. We have lost a lot of our brothers in Congo. Ngolea kuishwa watu mwashara papoda. Bati insto inshwa pamonga mwe walirani paino stane insto no tiko forevo mbamle mone formule ustana recommend so twilishenko muri insto aranga mubafenga Mzambia ngavuma mwene na chinkupitwa wa economy move mikonka panganda ko batyayo mwe bafyashturire nko trandire nko kumula basoko na kunta ifukute ko trandire nko ko batyo loreshe nko na bali abana bali awali sure.
Thank you. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, please.
Good evening, Mr. Tayali.
Good evening.
Yes, I just wanted to make a contribution as well. Concerning the conventions that have been happening in the recent past in various policies. Yeah, so with regards to that, it has just made me realize how these politicians do not really understand politics. They do not understand politics in the sense that, to an extent of not even understanding the role of an SG. So they think when they are put as president for a political party, therefore they've got the powers.
All the powers.
To hold on to the political party, and no one can grab that political party from them. I think that's where most of them are missing it.
No. Hello?
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 Hello, Mr. Samir.
Yes, please.
Thank you so much for answering my call. I have a few observations to make. Thank you so much for what you are doing, Cynthia. We have learned a lot of things through your explanation. For example, this technicality about the PF. You know, we see these cases coming up in the news, on Facebook, but they are so lengthy that there's nobody who wants to read pages and pages in the newspaper or on Facebook. As a result, we end up pushing details. But because of you, we have come to know where PF stands. You've done such a good job. By the end of your explanation, right now, you have rendered Makepi Zulu useless, toothless. He's not even supposed to be masquerading as anything anymore. This is because of your explanation. With Makepi Zulu or PF knocked out, may I request you, I know you have your own things that you want to put on the agenda as you address the nation. The opposition seem to have one problem about UPND. They keep on telling people that HH is the president who has come to arrest people who were in the previous government, meaning all those people that are in jail. They have been just randomly been arrested. There is nothing wrong that they did, as far as the opposition is concerned. When they go everywhere, they are saying HH went around just picking anybody. And they want a small intonation to to woo people to thinking that HH was just apprehending or sending to jail people of a certain tribe. Is there a way, through your explanation, can you take us through the stages of how those people, the political prisoners, how they found themselves in prison? I'm one person who doesn't read lengthy articles, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. So when the opposition goes around telling people that those people in prison were arrested because of their tribe, then some people buy that narrative. They think that is the reason. So on a day that you choose, can you walk us through? I'm just making this reference. If it's not possible, don't do it. But if it is possible, can you walk us through? Like you walked us through Bill 7, you walked us through PF technicalities. Please walk us through these people who are said to be in prison just because they are opposition leaders and just because they belong to one tribe.
No, thank you, ma'am.
The last the last point is, I don't want anybody to demonize. I'm requesting people to desist from demonizing Precious. Precious is one principle, the young lady. She stands by what she believes.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't change goalposts.
Mm.
She doesn't change goalposts. Whenever she comes on this platform, she believes in what she says. So give her respect for believing in that. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Mm. Hello? 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 There is a caller. You called and the phone cut. You can call again, please. You can call again, please. Sometimes the network also lets me down. Hello? 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 Oh, hello? Kafon kandidi mokalanaka. Hello? 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 Oh. I think first, let me restart my phone. Sometimes, let me restart my phone. So yeah, the issue of so basically what we are talking about tonight is that I started by explaining where PF is. At the moment, the cases that are there, they are basically between Mao Sampa. The main case is between Mao Sampa and Chavinga and Ingona. That is the main case. The other case, or the other two cases, the one that is in Kabwe, they are all about contempt. Of course, there was a recent one where Ngona, has sued, given Luwinda and whatever. But again, that case is irrelevant because really, they didn't use PF, as a party, to hold that convention. So it's non-starter. It simply means all it is saying is that there is no one who should act as PF other than Ngona and the Chavinga. The real case, the only case that is there is between Maos and these two. And at the end of the day, I see that Maos will not get it. Or even if he gets it, I don't think Maos will take it to Makebi. So PF, technically it's gone. It's gone. Just like we had MMD was gone. Technically even PF is gone. Hello? Hello?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mr. President.
Yeah, I'm quite sure. It's very low. Wishing. What's happening there?
Awe, yapa ngeti minasema pashira bombopa.
Okay.
Kwa yawe nazira bokoza kona ile tikakuri wa brani ngiri. Omugwayo. Mamagani alta muda pachi abe sakuno sishitla bali kucharenja baeche chapa tibinanga kuran swai anjiti yabantunga wait
okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Hello? Hello? People are drawing me to talk about NDC. I'll talk about NDC first later on. Hello?
Yes, are you able to hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you better.
Okay, thank you so much. So I called earlier. I was just trying to explain what is happening at the moment in the political arena. Yeah, so I was saying most of these politicians did not really understand the role of the SG until recently. So I was saying I can cite one good example of what happened to PF when Mao Sampa lost, how can I put it, when Elobamu Nyongere party, Kuliba SG. He didn't really understand the role. He underestimated the role of the SG. Then the same thing has happened to the NCP president with Charles Chanda. Then again, just today we heard about the NGC, the same thing happening. So it's like it has become like an outbreak. And for me, it just tells me that our politicians do not really understand politics. I wish they really understood politics. Because at the pace we are moving, I think we've got people who do not understand what they are there for in politics. Then secondly, I wanted to find out, I haven't really seen anywhere where Given Luwinda has commented on the convention that happened recently, where Makebi emerged the winner of that particular faction of PF. I have not seen him comment. I haven't heard Chimba Kambidi say anything. I don't know if you have heard anything about that convention afterwards.
They made reactions.
Thank you so much.
They made reactions.
They did?
Yeah, they did. Given Luwinda did, and he called for, you know, he was firing people, expelling people, but now he's saying that everybody should come. Now he's calling for unity. When he was, you know, he was the one firing people, but now he's saying he's calling them to come back. And then Bakambwili also...
Does that mean they have recognized Makebi as the president for that for the PF faction?
The right word that I can use is they have conceded. That is the right word I can use. They have conceded. Recognizing, I think that's another word, because these two words are too different. Recognizing somebody and conceding, these are two different scenarios. So what I can tell you is that they have conceded, and and you know they are not talking too much, because they have been humbled. They have eaten a humble pie. They thought they were popular. They thought they were popular. They thought they would scoop it. Then they were beaten. Given Luvinda really thought, you know, Given Luvinda did so many things, you know. He appointed people, his people, and he thought that those people that he appointed himself, those very people didn't vote for him. And this is why I come in to say, politics, see, TEYABANA. The very people that you give him.
No, I agree with you. When you say politics, it sounds funny, but very true.
No, I'm telling you.
Really get dragged to a point whereby, even when they are not popular, they they are very popular.
So illusional. And I'm telling you, such a person, you don't have, you can't win. No. I've got it. You will see. Have you seen another one? Another crazy politician who is intoxicated is this Nyasulu. Nyasulu is so intoxicated. Nyasulu, he thinks he's a giant in politics. You know, Nyasulu, he stood on UPND as the mayor, okay? And I contested in that. And Nyasulu came out number 2. And according to him, Nyasulu thinks that those votes were for him. Forgetting that Nyasulu is not known. He was not known. He got those votes because of UPND. He got those votes because of UPND. Now Nyasulu is everywhere, challenging everyone. What? That's why even Bakapokola lifted him up like that. Because he has become so arrogant and he thinks he's somebody. You will see what will happen. He's going to contest. I am happy, Nyasulu. I'm taking this opportunity to congratulate you and to encourage you to contest. I want you to contest as mayor of Lusaka so that you can get the votes that you deserve. Because Pananikani, during that 2021, he thought he was popular. You will see. Kalaba is also very... Udia. Katushofa bamudisha udia.
Very popular.
You know? Yeah.
People should take time to go on the ground and see what is happening.
Same with you, Utuma MPs, Same with Utuma MP. I'm just avoiding mentioning some of these people because I don't want them to say I decampaigned them. Have you seen some of these to my young people that are coming up? Some of these to my young people, you know, Makomediani, Amasinazi, whatever. I'm telling you, they should.
Social media, they think
those are the examples I'm giving. For example,
even in politics.
You know, and that's why really, Banevas should always forgive me because Banevas Mumba is the best example for me how delusional you can be in politics. That man was appearing on TV. Tele-evangelist, number 1 tele-evangelist we had, Nevas Mumba. Nobody has ever succeeded like the way Nevas Mumba did. He went into politics.
No, thank you so much, my brother. We like what you are doing. Please keep it up.
Thank you. No, politics is just another thing. Politics is just something else. It's just something else. To get the votes. No, Precious. Precious. You have. I only allow one call at a program. I'm not going to allow you to call.
I wanted to say something.
No. Please, Precious. At least respect that. I only take one call in a program. So let me not compromise too much, you know. That's why Palasa want to run that away. But Tayali mwana precious pali bafimo. No, please. So please, precious, let me respect that policy. It's one call per program. I usually don't, you know, take calls. Some politics, you know. I mean, people, given Lubin. He organized. He was busy planning. Given Lubin. He was planning. Was doing this, appointing this one, expelling this one. What? And when the votes came, the very people that were given Lubin brought, they didn't vote for him. Hello. Hello. Yes, please.
President Tayali, how are you?
Fine.
How is the family?
JJ, you and I were just talking about politics. How is the family? Monga gulako unga. Tia uko. Tia uko. Usafunza pali family. Gulako unga kunyumba kwanga. Ala, tia uko. Kamba ma politics. Tia yuko na imwe mutume kutimwe. Ima munkala musanga imwe mutumira ina wamena munkala mtown. Iwe na iwe.
Niba kutumira maile even $1,000 again.
Kuti $1,000 mutume $1,000 munkala musanga imwe. Iwe unkala musanga iwe uzaiwa na kuti 1,000.
Tayari kuti ninkala musanga wana wanga ngazenda pa international school.
But anyway, one thing is that you know the difference between you and I, JJ. The difference between you and I, JJ, imwe munasunga hapo imwe. Imwe munapanga ndalama imwe, at least mulina ndalama, mulina ma properties. That's why ninayopa uziwa JJ. Chamina ninayopa kuenda kujeri ine. Ninayopa kuenda kujeri, nakanza tinikaenda kujeri, bana wanga bazati ya chani. Bana wanga bazapunzira bwanji. Waona? Bantu wamaona mungati, no, Tayali wa coward. No, siku yopa jeri. You think of it, if I go in jail, how will my children survive? What will my children eat? But imwe, nabena munia zulu, imwe muniko na tundalama imwe wanzatu. Munga kare musanga, tuma property twanu, tuma nyumba, tuleta machanchani, tuma tractor, tuma famu, at least, munga kwani ise manje ife stina sungepo, stinga name yai. That's why ninayopa, sininga ende kujere ini, wana wanga, I need to educate them, I need to feed them. So, iyo one pin ingatulinayo, ungatume jeje, nazibwesa pansi, uzatuma mairo?
Zatuma woye, sini tunautuka gulise kidding.
Iyai, wakamba tuzatuma $1 jeje, wakamba tuzatuma $1 mairo katume, ngati uzatuma, ukasie kutuma hapo mafoni pano, because nzaku sevanya. Lala ukatuma nzala uza bandu jeje atuma $1. Kambani manje.
Untumile namba.
Ulinayo namba. Nilelo pamene wamba kunipa sandalama imwe naimwe wa jeje. Nilelo. Me, I'm a genuine guy. I'm a very transparent guy. Iwe jeje iwe wenzo nipole sanako tundalama paja kukofes kuja wabwela wanipa sako chan. But pamene unaenda kusanga sula nitumileko. So ukatuma mailo $1.
I love you. Even ine bonsa ambia wanga. Even mewa sampani mukonda. Uzi wanezompelekela unga.
Manje wamba kupusa manje. Je kupusa uko.
Manje iwe. Mera nipuza. Yani wachupa nita explain.
Kama.
Mvera. Mandela anaenda unkarabu Tanzania. It's not that he didn't run away, he was a coward, no. Even once I'm a president, once I'm a choka. Because muja life sitili musha, I almost died. So it's not coward,
nkamba nkani zako manje. Musati pasa $1. Kamba.
Why manje why wapishisha gari nkombwe wenchito
Yeah, anazipisisha yeka na iwe.
Garing combo telefona ngare kwano manje iwe problem with big politicians, so unaona vitu chitizama wanonga tikangala mkati wabona waisopolola awe unatisa kuipa tayari
iwe
unatisha kuipa sama chaso nikuleka muntu nikumusia mwamene moja uziva politics teyabana iyo manje waendo chosamo ifetikula munda mkareko uzi wachosamo uzi zona then manje mvera manje wamchosesa because ngeja nkuzi na tiwaechechi wayopa gari nkombo so sazafuna gari nkombo tu waka meeting ku convention pa barot because wazaru waechechi so wamupisha gari nkombo because waechechi wali background mu UPND.
JJ wait JJ ichi ndiye chamba chamene nizo kambapo ndiye chamba uzanitumira 1 pin batekani kuuze. You are speaking like uakolewa ulina chamba mumutu chili mumutu mwako iwe mumutu mwako gari nkombo angaimire na yeche charu awina angaimire na yeche awina ni mapolitics yako chamene yani ni mapolitics yako
vamuyopa vaechechi waisa nembekeza uti aruza besti ku convention kuja tena karuza wambo chainzo chitika MPF wayona MPF ndo chako kati wambo pisha na wambo pisha abantu bamundu vile wapisha mundu vile wapisha ndani ndiye yana wacha vaechechi na wewe
anyway
so manje mvera nikuuza manje inangu nkani yakiweo wa UPND wagulisa ship yakiweo ku Beira matraki angala staki ku Beira so manje wa UPND wazauza branji bantu because wakangiwa kuilipilira ship ija ship yakiweo yaenda bambogula makadidenti manje ma 3 million using and drama za fuel manje ni leadership ya branji ja
manje JJ ine makamba I'm very straight I'm very straight iwe JJ pamene UPND inabwera you think kuli bantu wamene wanga pasa 3 million wamene uzampasa 3 million ni ndani mu UPND wamene na 3 million yopasa muntu ni ndani ila nikuuza pano ba UPND ndiye wamanitandiza. I will tell you here UPND helps me, they help me ngati wamanitandiza ningazipempa 1 pin kuliwe sina kupempe ni wachita ofa weka I can be insulting you na 1 pin manje JJ you people mkonda boza maningi you like lies maningi you lie too much ndiye problem ma politics yanwa that's why it's magwidizana because mkonda boza ba UPND wamene wapasa 3 million ndani tell me who UPND is giving 3 million haka inde ichile mapasa mtu 3 million
George Mwanza kuchipata ni mfano wanga kita confirm watu wanani pasa but winisa manje usamunamizire uja mfana leka nikuuze uja mfana kumpasa 3 million uja apa so sembe ali muloji kwa mene kuja kukopa belt mfana uja kumpasa 3 million angafunte 3 million angafunte palipe na ndarama zilizamene mukamba there is nowhere muzika you should stop lying mwebantu stop lying why you like lying against UPND like this matanka yake yalistaki kubeira mupulse mwambazi waikiwe usironga
manje bagulisa bwanji iwe JJ ba UPND bagulisa bwanji bagulisa kuti inachoka kuti fio ya mene
mvera manje nikushimikire maybe sana kuuze leka nikushimikire kwenye ship yenzo leta fuel
kuchoka kuti
waja wa supplier wa fuel wanauza wa Zambia 50% wa checho wanaga matino apatilibe ndrama batino iguri pasani wa Botswana notenga po profit mtilete inangu but manje ship singa bwele inangu ni after 3 months so ija ndrama manje weba japo profit kutu wa chaile makampeni then quickly walete inangu kuti
imwe mulivaboza imwe ndimovaboza bad kind. Mapolitician yaboza. That's why istimagwirizana.
Transporter amwe transport nikunizwa matransporter ne bafunze kutani kubeira na ku Dar es Salaam bali staki hapa vimatraki madrivers valira pati tayari satilibela vakudya
iwe jeje
yaenda inapita yaenda ku Botswana chip yaenda sebusira ku Durban ilaenda ku Botswana.
Okay, zikomo jeje
yonse mu Zambia
zikomo jeje ukatume 1 pin my right
so manje
una imwe tieni uko na imwe babajeje na boza yanu awe talema na boza yanu boza talema nayo na imwe ndani uko mwakonda boza imwe konda boza ndani uko boza yapchan mukatume 1 pin by zikomo. Hello? Our precious na you nakana. You precious the bantana tomfwa. I've told you precious that I one call pay whatever. Why do you want to come back? Hello?
Hello.
Yes, good evening.
Good evening. Tama ndio mfamle anda pativi uko kan na basi makokono bro. Mwa tayari?
Emkwa.
Mabombe nikabidi mwaka system waka yabashani huko.
Emkwa.
Ile wana kabwetu walilanda pokale.
Emkwa.
Ndelanda kuno ku UK. Inecho ndefo kulanda po. Mwe ko ba UPND. Vale konkomesha abantu beshive ukwebati ifintu nafichinja inkondo yabako kundwani ku Middle East. It has affected the whole world.
Yes.
Ku UK Pedro na Dominica. Isha kuliana finina. Ilili na family fe muri 1 month fe ine nkondo ipitina Pedro lero na chia mkushitaka leto alishita 1 pound 15. Lero na chita pari 1 pound 45 petro per liter. Namba kuno kuwa abadi develop petro ngana abalunda wati mwa kuzambia kwa bati petro ifuma katushia ngwisoko. If these are some of the things that okulashita emphasize pako batabantu beshive kutila ifintuna fichinja elo teka inde alengere teka inde nangite UPND ichalo pechonse inkondo na itsta affect elo is going to affect you more na Zambians because that akwata petro mchalo. Elo bafile bachinje fino kwa kufunya petro wale funya kwa Angola na kuma Namibia, you know. But stay emphasize about pantu my opposition were taking advantage. They will be lying to the people, to the voters. And yet it's not his fault. It's just a circumstance. In fact, nari mpako na mpunga ni banka nduo bale ndatie chawama nenkondo ine petro yarani na twala mnefe bala. You know kashi lefi siatan piro kuama. They were even jealous. No mbeshta kwati kashi le stalo mfama pepo. Lesona mfama pepo uchushe mo ile sainga mnyupiro ama pepo. People are rejoicing kwa jinkondo Zambia is going to be affected. And this is my concern. Please emphasize on this. Awaba jeje kubala bakofi. Bye.
Hold on, mommy. You have mentioned one point, and I want to take advantage of your comment to say something. Like even Hilda is saying that is Angola done and whatever. You see, we get fuel from the Middle East. That's why we get our fuel. And we don't get fuel like you are saying, more Angola and whatever. It is because of some of the crude oil that comes from some of these countries cannot be used in Zambia immediately. They require a lot of processing. And we don't have the technology. For example, Nigeria has fuel, okay? But you see shortages of fuel in Nigeria. And Nigeria also, partly, they also actually import fuel. Because the issue of processing fuel, it is a huge investment for many countries, including Venezuela. If you remember Venezuela has got the largest deposit of oil. But they don't get so much because they don't have the know-how, or not the know-how, but the investment to be able to produce as much as they can. So this is why we don't get fuel from the nearer countries, because even those countries don't produce as much, even for themselves, and later on to export to other countries. So that is a little bit of a challenge, because I know some people after Mwalande Fine, they will take it, hey, why don't we buy whatever. It is about the processing that fuel they produce, but we may not be able to use it in Zambia. So that's why we get it from the Middle East. I hope
yes, I get your point, and it's a valid point, very, very valid point. But I think, can you imagine somebody in the village like in Akonde, the reason why fuel why they'll be paying, higher fees for their bus fees or whatever. They don't understand. They need people to educate them.
Exactly.
They need people to explain to them why this has happened.
Yeah.
This is my emphasis.
No,
if
indeed.
I understand, I'm a politicians, or people who know what is going on should be able to let them. But as a weapon to campaign
ngefile vajeje vachiravepo ufyati yo navashitisha fyuo ati valiepo profit
mama na bajeje popine bapiepo elo chinde ndempo okulanda elo tatutamula putula. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. Chinde chikalambe ndempo kukonkomesha chakwe bati usha abantu valira boko bafuma shirempumo balepuma kuli bapiepo valira ba ushevalilava inenchikala ku Zambia, but nalemo nabantu besofe balechula ushevalilava kuti mwabwekela nakayikuwa farao mwe bantu shishibukeni
awe ukubwekela kokwenye kwata takabwekerepo kaina PF yaweyo na itowosoka takudi tapaliapo yenga bwerera natotela
farao emkwai natotela naine. Thank you, bye.
Okay, bye. Hello. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, please.
Hello?
Hello?
Shine.
Wina film kwai.
Nachirapo kusati ni advice nchiminga pera wakateka uspali fitile chipikana.
Fi safe yo.
Kyo tayari.
Mkwai, nomba mlelo natifile chitika fi safe yo tata.
Wale mbepeja kumbepeja tifiwe wadenga shani so advice ngawapera president kama ngaoa kwa chama na advice ni vile
vakateka
wale vatsevanya tivashirwa fiwe shani vairabi vale firo kuigombera pakava vachita advice kuri va president way for taking action.
umuntu advice wapera ku muntu uwakwati napelelwa advice wapera ku muntu wakwati napelelwa ateshiwe fyakuchita nomba akainde ichilema valifya bwino sana vakainde ichilema valifya bwino kanonga mwanje wakwati apopo vashalile vakainde ichilema nomba so far vakainde ichilema is doing very well nangufe pali ine fuel mufyalo fimbi fuel na ishupa kulia malaini but mu Zambia tamulambo kwata malaini yali kufyalo fimbi no mtengo taulafika pa mtengo ufikile kufyalo fimbi. So far we should be appreciating Hakainde Hichilemandi's government, because already other countries are in bigger crisis. But Zambia, at least they are managing. Okay. So we should commend them. So we should commend them other than giving them advice, because so far they are managing very well.
Okay.
Mkwai.
Okay, me I'm in South Africa right now. They have increased by 5 rand.
You see?
In Botswana, they have increased by 5 pula.
You see?
In Zambia, the fuel is at 23 kwacha, 15 ngwe.
You see?
They have not yet increased.
You see?
So the current situation in Zambia, according to social media, is that the ERBs are now dipping the filling stations after a directive from the president. They are that the filling station owners have to be probed. Why are they not selling fuel? So the weakness is for the ERB. You see, there is no way the president has to take a move in to make sure that these filling station owners, filling stations in Zambia have been owned by foreigners. So why should the president have to take a step in to force the ERB? The cartel of ERB, they are waiting for the president to take a move in. That's why I said, what advice do you have for the president? Because if everything, it has to take the president. If the president has not taken any move, the ERB can't take a step. The ERB can't take a move. So I was asking you, what advice do you have for the president? Because I saw after the president has ordered the ERB, that is when they had to take a move. Why did they take a move on their own, minus the president being involved in this issue?
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Thank you. Hello?
You know what, Mr.
When I can, go precious. Yeah, do you this one? Ish. Hey. It's one corporate. Now to Makane, now Ulanda. Let others go. Now, no, I'm even going. I'm closing. Precious. Bye. May God bless you people. Good night. Naya. Hey. My, Papa. Hey. Naya. Bye.